It's a common problem that we see in our customers. They've got data stored in various different systems. That could be their CRM system. They might have ERPs. They could have different SaaS applications as well. And they want to integrate all of that data together so that it can build a single source of truth. And one of the problems is that each of those systems has different ways of accessing that data. At Telefónica Tech, we've got a standard method of deploying a data platform, which gives customers a single standardized platform where they can start to ingest that data from those different sources, integrate it into a single model, and begin to build out that single source of truth. I see the role of data governance evolving to ensure that we're using data in an ethical way, especially with the advent of AI. So lots of companies are wanting to adopt AI now, and they need to make sure that they're doing that in an ethical way and only using suitable data to feed those AI models. So we're seeing tools like Microsoft Purview, which has recently been enhanced by Microsoft. And that's coming about to allow us to start to catalog all of those different data assets around the organization, classify them in terms of their sensitivity, and then understand where those assets are being used. So as we start to build out those AI models, and as we start to build our data platforms, we can understand what data is being used, understand what type of data is being used, and then make sure that data is secured appropriately. Some of the challenges that we see in customers that are looking to adopt AI are getting the business buy-in to actually understand where AI can be used and understand how it can start to transform the business. Some organizations come to us and they know that AI is a buzzword and they know it's something they want to adopt, but they don't really know where in the organization it can be used and how it can actually help them. So something we can do is run envisioning workshops where we talk to different areas of the business and understand what some of their challenges are. So what are the big time and money sinks for them? And then from that, we can understand how we can use AI to transform those processes. Whether it's using an off-the-shelf solution such as Microsoft Copilot, or using some solutions such as the OpenAI service, or even a standard machine learning model to transform those processes and make the best use of that data to optimize those processes for them. It's really important to strike the right balance when it comes to using AI for innovation, but also ensuring that you've considered bias and fairness when implementing those AI models. So some of the things that we'd like to consider are what is the actual impact of implementing that AI use case, understanding how it's going to impact people's lives. Like, is the decision we're making going to prevent somebody from getting a mortgage, or is it going to impact somebody's health or their well-being? And from that, we can start to understand how important bias and fairness is in building out that AI model. So for some cases, we might say, something is too risky and it's not worth us pursuing as a solution because we can't mitigate some of those risks. But in other cases, we might find ways to mitigate risks, whether that's making sure that we're using diverse data sets to train those models, or making sure that we're consulting the right people as part of the process of building that model to ensure that we've got the right data in there and we've considered the right pieces of business logic to ensure that model is built in an unbiased and governed way. AI has obviously been around for a number of years, but really over the last year or so, as technologies such as ChatGPT have come about, it's been kind of the first time that technology has been placed into the hands of the general public. So something we're seeing now is that people who aren't necessarily techies and don't necessarily work with technology on a day-to-day basis are now getting to use some of the technology such as ChatGPT. And with that, they're beginning to understand some of the potential use cases for that technology and how it can transform their working life. So something we're seeing now is, rather than us being engaged by IT departments, we're being engaged by business departments because they've got a particular business process or problem that they want to solve. As part of that, we need to look at the company's underlying data architecture and whether they've got the right data to solve that problem with AI. So that's where the data platform is really key, is making sure that they've got that proper standardized data architecture, they've got good quality data, they've got the right governance in place, and then from there we can start to apply the innovation and start building out AI use cases and start utilizing some of that cool new technology to transform their business processes.